Good afternoon. Please tell us about the reports which you were presenting at this conference.
Well, thank you. We presented the World Bank Russia Economic Report, which we produce every half year, where we provide an outlook for 2015 and 16, but we also assess the recent economic developments and trends in Russia. And it always has a special focus topic, which is this time the economic impact of sanctions, where we look into how other countries went through episodes of sanctions and what kind of lessons Russia could learn from it and what it could mean for long-term growth in Russia.
Please tell us what was the main topic of today's session for you?
Today's session was really about bringing different forecasters together from the government, from Ministry of Finance, from the private sector, from the private banks, from think tanks like the Economic Expert Group, and really have a discussion about what do we think are the main lessons that could be learned from 2014, what happened to the economy then, and what are the main trends we see evolving in terms of economic growth in 2015 and 16.
One of the speakers yesterday on the first session said that the Russia economics needs elaboration. Do you agree with that point of view? Do you support it? And what ways of realization of this statement do you really see?
Well, the Russian economy is an open economy, so it's integrated very closely into the world economy. And as a resource-rich country, it is integrated into the world economy mainly through its exports of natural resources. And this is something that is unlikely to change going forward, because Russia will remain a main exporting country of oil, gas, and natural resources. And so it remains really important to keep the economy open to trade, to exchange of technology and innovation, and investments. And in that regard, we all agreed in our discussion that this would be a really important issue to consider going forward and to keep on the agenda.
Basically, what do you think, what is the real impact of this scientific conference to the real life, to the real decisions on the economics? So how the experts who are discussing the problems of the modern society, of the modern economics in the world and in the Russia, how all these discussions help to improve the economics in the real state?
Well, these discussions are really important because it brings different people from different realms of the society together, from the government, which is responsible for economic policy, from central bank, which is responsible for monetary policy, from think tanks that collect main ideas about economic policy and advise the authorities in different questions, and also from the side of the International Finance Organization, which harvests the knowledge and international experience and contribute with their observation to these discussions, because they know other countries that went through similar experiences and could also advise what seemed to work and what didn't work in terms of economic policy. So these are really very important events, because it's not very often that you have all of these people in one room. Very often we have these bilateral exchanges. But this, bringing these ideas together in these kind of events really just multiplies the effect of idea exchange and what people learn in terms of what makes sense for economic policy going forward.